Okay, gentlemen, at the end of this video, you should be able to draw three circles to touch each other when given this position of their centers. All right, so the first step is I will allow you to choose the center points for your circles A, B, and C. So for that, I would ensure I want to choose a specific type of point. So I would type DDPTYPE, DDP type, DDPTYPE, enter to choose a point style. I say, for example, I want to choose this, and I want my point size to be 3 millimeters. I type 3 there, enter. Then I'm gonna type point, P-O-I-N-T, enter. And here I select my first point. I choose my second point to be here. So space bar to reactivate, click there. Space bar to reactivate, third point here. So now I have 1, 2, 3 points. Once I've done that, the next step is to join all 3 points. So I go to line L, enter, specify here, click on that point, click there, click here, click here. It's important to note that your line will not snap onto those points if node is not activated. Very important. This is pretty much what I'm saying. Let me go to drawing setting, enter. If I am to deactivate node, look what will happen. Deactivate node, okay. Line, C, line, all right, well, all right. So normally, if you deactivate node, in most cases, it will not allow you to snap onto a node or onto a point. All right. For example, in cases where you divide a line, you will not be able to snap onto those points if node is not activated. All right. So let me go back to drawing setting, DS drawing setting, enter, and now I click onto my node, click OK. All right. Now that I've established where I want the centers of my circles to be, please note, in this case, you're not giving any radius. All you're given is the position of the centers for all 3 circles. Yeah? So what I did, I join or plot both centers. The next step is we could go ahead and label first. Could label. So for that, I'm gonna go to text, single line text, and I click here, specify text height of 4, enter, rotation angle 0, enter. So this is I want this to be on a different escape. I want this to be on a different layer. So let me go back, space bar, specify the starting point, which is here. Text height 4, enter. Rotation angle 0, enter. This is A. Click here, B. Here is point C, enter, escape. So now we have our points A, B, and C. Right? The next step is to bisect any 2 angles. So here we have an angle being formed at point CAB is one angle, A is angle number 2, and ACB is our third angle. We can bisect any 2 angles. To bisect this angle, I will be using a special feature in AutoCAD called X line. So I type XL, enter. It will ask me to specify if I want horizontal line, vertical angle, or bisect or offset. In this case, I want to bisect. I want to bisect an angle. So I type B, enter, or I may click onto the bisect. Next, it will ask me to specify the vertex. The vertex is the point where both arcs meet, is where the angle is formed. So I click onto my vertex. Next, it asks me to specify the starting point. I could click here, I click here, and I click here, escape. And that creates a bisector between both points that I clicked on. Next step, I normally like to trim my drawing, so I'm going to trim off this drawing to create a.
You use the last one this morning, Juliet.
I'm going to type TR, enter 2 times, click here, click there, escape. Right? All right, so we have one bisector. The next step is to bisect another angle. Let's bisect angle ABC this time around. To bisect angle ABC, again I type XL, enter, and I type B, enter for bisect. Specify the vertex, which is here. Next I click this end and that end, and this create my bisector. Again, I'm gonna trim off the excess. TR, enter, enter, click here, click there, escape. Now I have the midpoint for this triangle. However, I need a perpendicular line which runs from the center of the circle down towards line AB. For that, I'm going to select line L for line, enter, shift right click, and I will be selecting perpendicular. Then I click this line, click my first point, then I click up here for my second point. All right, next. Yeah, so now I wish to move this to the precise point. So I'm gonna click copy, CO, enter, select this, enter, specify the base point here, then I'm gonna click onto the center, escape, and delete the excess line right there. So now I have drawn a perpendicular line vertically downward to touch this line. All right. Our next step is to draw our first circle. So for that, I'm going to change my line thickness to 0.3 and also to my outline. For this example, I'll be using wall. Let me use wall. Circle. Click here as my first center point. Then I move this out to the intersection point here. Escape. Then I hit space bar to reactivate the last command. Click here for my center. Move this out to where the circle meets the perpendicular line. Click there. Escape. Then space bar to reactivate, space bar or enter reactivates the last command. Click here for my center. Then move out to that. Escape. And there we go. We have 3 circles touching each other when giving their centers. That's all there is to it. Yeah? I could go ahead and dimension this up. Yeah. Add some radius, click this. Okay, that is big and bold. I don't want that. I want a smaller, a finer type line, like 2.5. Yeah. So I'm gonna use match property, MA, enter, click here. Oh, escape. MA, enter, click here, touch that. That changes to that. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and add some dimension. Spacebar to reactivate. Well, radius. Click here. Out. Spacebar here. We have that. And for some linear dimensions, I could click here. Well, align here, there, this spacebar 2 times. Advanced dimension style, spacebar, that to that. And that's pretty much it. That's how we draw 3 circles to touch each other when giving the location for their centers.